welcome back. For those of you that are new around here, we're Nicky and Kevin and we're packing our trunks. We're currently in Ireland. We've been here for a good few weeks now, absolutely loving it, and we're still in County Kerry, but we're hoping to move on today, aren't we, and make our way north. We're hoping to go into County Clare this week. So
in the meantime, we've woken up here and we've been for our little run, done 5 miles.
Yeah, we're at Fennet.
Yeah, lovely little village called Fennet.
Nice.
So we'll show you a bit more of Fennet, shall we?
Yep.
Right, let's go. We're at Fennet Marina, and you can maybe see in the distance where we parked last night. We got chatting to a guy that works for the marina office here this morning when we were on our run, and he made it happen so that we could use the shower facilities in the marina. We're filling up with water. He said we could park here overnight if we want, but we've come here and had porridge for breakfast, and just another example of the incredible generosity of the Irish. We paid €4 to use all the facilities, really long shower, and we're parked up here and we're not feeling inclined to move, to be honest. So not sure how far we're going to get today. So after the drama of the cliffs and the beaches and the mountains of the Dingle Peninsula, crikey, these long, straight, flat roads with nothing as a backdrop, bit of a shock to the system, aren't they? I mean, beautiful countryside, but
lovely, but boring.
Bit boring, yeah.
Yeah, I think we've been a bit spoiled so far.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, which is no bad thing.
No.
So yeah, we're driving up towards Tarbert. So we're hoping to, like we said earlier, hoping to get a ferry at some point. Whether we'll get it today or tomorrow, don't know yet. But yeah, it's.
I can't.
Yeah. It's a bit boring. We're just saying it's a different world, van life. It really is. So we're stopped in Ballybunion at the moment, and we're going to have a coffee and something to eat. But it's a beautiful beach, beautiful day. So we thought we'd make a flask and we got some hot cross buns. So yeah, we're just saying it's a different world. So I'm in the back here because I've just been to the loo. So I can't pass, but Kev's busy in the washing, aren't you, Kev? It's a real reality, isn't it?
It is, and it's amazing how quickly it's just become normal. We want to go running, we want to have a shower, we live in a tiny van, and we want to be clean and our stuff clean, so we hang it up to dry while we're driving or parked up. But it does mean while you're making your pack lunch, you're in amongst the laundry. We've seen some beaches, haven't we?
Yeah.
Ballybunion.
I tell you what though, it really does help when the sun's shining, doesn't it?
Massively, yeah.
So we're just trying to find a park up for the night, and we haven't quite made it to Tarbert, where the ferry crossing is. So sometimes when you pick these places, you think, okay, we'll give it a go, but we're not sure about this one.
Tide's coming in as well. See it coming in.
Oh yeah. So it's actually, it didn't say on the review that it was tidal, but the tide's coming in.
Epic reverse coming up.
And he did say that the road is liable to flooding. And of course we've come around this corner and it's like, oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
We'll give this one a miss.
Yeah, shall
we'll
we?
let you know where we end up. But there's nowhere to turn round.
Yeah, so Kev's got an epic reverse now.
So there we are. It's an hour before it's dark. It's a bit late really, wasn't we?
Yeah, it was a bit, yeah.
But we weren't to know that road was going to be flooded. Yeah, we had nowhere knowing that. So we survived our epic reverse, and we, for the second Sunday running, have found ourselves parked outside of a church.
So you should always have a plan B, but in our case I think we should always have a plan C.
We did have a plan C, to be
We
fair.
did have a plan, yeah, actually, yeah, we did have a plan C. So I didn't look at the app properly, and it's actually a daily parking lot only, although the reviews were saying that it's great for overnight parking and had a really quiet night's sleep. But I actually saw in the print as well that also it says, you know, this is a daily parking lot only, and we want to respect that. So
absolutely,
off we go again. So plan C, hopefully we'll get there before dark.
We might be sleeping at the side of the road tonight.
Yes, yeah, so fingers crossed.
So, let you know how the park up saga ended. We ended up here, which on the one hand, but then power station on the other hand. But if we had a third hand, we're also in a cracking place because we're getting that ferry in the morning. The giggling is every beach we've gone to today, everyone's doing a charity swim called the Big Pink Swim. Yeah, so we've seen so many people getting in the sea today, it's brilliant. And yeah, so we're getting a ferry in the morning. Also, we've got cracking internet here, which Nicky needs tomorrow morning for a piano lesson. So it seems to have ended well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nicky's just cleaning the condensation off the window. We're sat in the ferry queue here to go from Tarbet, where we stayed last night, as we showed you. Ended up being a cracking park up.
Yeah, it did, really quiet,
one
wasn't it?
half-hearted youth come in the car park late at night, do a sort of donut, and then cleared off again. That's the only noise we heard, wasn't it?
I didn't even hear that.
Apart
So
from-
that's, so I had a really good night's sleep.
Apart from the water
Yeah.
lapping at the back of the vans, we were parked. Let me show you. Just over there. The ferry's just coming in now. So we're off to County Clare, which is a new adventure, isn't it?
Yeah, new county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was sort of thinking I should do a typical van life day video one day, show us getting up, and I think we'll do that. But I was thinking there is not a typical van life day. This morning we woke up, we had a coffee in bed, we started meditating, which is nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
we had a meditation, and then we got ourselves ready. Luckily there's a toilet here and bins, and then Nicky had a piano lesson. Not everybody in van life's doing that. And I've been doing some answering comments on YouTube and on Instagram about our film, which came out yesterday. So yeah, we are loving life. But I think we will do this is our day in van life day, shall we?
What a typical day.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll sort of film everything we do tomorrow, maybe, and show you what van life is like. So
For us.
for us,
For
yeah,
us,
because it's going to be different for everybody, depending on what your priorities are.
Yeah.
Anyway, the ferry's coming in, so we're very excited.
Yeah, really
And
excited.
we'll see you in County Clare.
And so we took the ferry across the Shannon River, saying goodbye to the epic landscapes of County Kerry. We wondered whether County Clare could possibly compete, and initially the landscapes felt rather flat and featureless. We needn't have worried. Our first stop was Loop Head, and oh wow, the exhilarating walk around the end of the peninsula, helped by the glorious sunshine, revealed a drama in the cliffs and a mesmerising sea crashing into them.
I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but this little spit of our land here is about 10 or 20 metres away, and you can hear the water down here. I'm not going to go too close to the edge, but there is another Irish folklore story that two lovers who were escaping the chief of the clan who was destined to marry the woman concerned jumped across to there to escape him and live out their life, and for that reason that stretch of rock is known as Lover's Leap.
With that, County Clare then gave us the Bridges of Ross, although erosion means there's now just the one. This is not only another incredible seascape, but has also become our home for the night. So we've woken up here where we filmed yesterday, and so today we might do a little bit more of what it's like living in a van. 7 o'clock, we set an alarm, so I want to make the most of the daylight hours. Now we're deep into autumn and the clocks have changed. On a cloudy day it'll be dark at 5:30. So we're having a coffee in bed and doing our morning routines, which you don't need to see, but that's how the day's starting, and everything takes that bit longer living in a van. So see you when we climb out of bed. So a lot of van life, or we find, is about decision making, isn't it? We got to decide, like we've got no internet here, so we were trying to look at the app Park for Night to find where we're going to park for today's walk. And then we've got to try and find weather. We don't want to get wet if we don't have to, although we don't mind getting wet. So yeah, so I think we sort of knew from yesterday's research where we're going to drive to. So Nicky had been sussing out parking situation. We have to be careful. We commit to a car park and there's a height barrier, and that app is good for that. People do point that out. We don't fit under those 2-metre height barriers. And it's also about monitoring, isn't it? We've got to make sure. We like to stay rural, so we need to know if we need to fill with water, so we monitor all those systems. If we need to empty anything, we check the LPG. Yeah, showing you the dial there. So we're nearly down to the end of our first bottle, which means we've got a full bottle left. So we've probably got about 8 days LPG. But so now we need to be, if we go into a town, we will search on the internet whether any of the garages do the LPG on draft that we need. It's really hard in Ireland as well, isn't it? They're quite sort of far and few between.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Yeah, I think in the cities and the big towns we're all right, but obviously we have been avoiding those. So yeah, so us, that's the day. So that's an hour. That's pretty good this morning. We haven't had breakfast yet. We haven't had our showers yet. We'll have them after our walk. But you can't go any faster than that, because you've got to take it in turns. It is a tiny space. We cannot both be moving at the same time. But if one of us gets to just enjoy this, while the others doing their ablutions, no, life ain't so bad. So harder work in the rain. So yeah, so now we're going to move on and find our parking for this morning at least. So we're driving along the road to this park up, and we're like, oh my word, look at this view. Oh, look at this view. Oh, we've got so much cliff footage. But we do like making films, and to be honest, we want to record it for ourselves. So have a look at this.
So we are actually on the Wild Atlantic Way as well, aren't we? So we're on the right road at the moment, but the views are just magnificent. They really are.
So we found our parking space for the day. It's quite a sloping car park, but I think with our chocks we could have slept here. Look at this island, honestly. This is a bit of a... So because I drive and empty the toilet and that sort of thing, I never feel guilty that Nicky prepares pretty much all the food. But also, if Nicky's preparing the food, as we keep saying, that means I can't move.
That's your excuse.
Yeah. So breakfast today is muesli.
Oh. I don't know whether the bananas have dropped out of the bowl. We've eaten them.
They've either gone for a Burton as we went over the bumps.
Oh.
Or we've eaten them all.
I think we've eaten them all.
So apple it is then, a bit boring, isn't it? And yoghurt, that's our breakfast, and coffee.
Oh, an orange, we'll have some orange.
And then we'll make a nice packed lunch and go walking.
If you're going walking the night before, always take either your trainers out or your boots out of the gas cupboard, because if you don't, they're a little bit damp.
Yeah, damp and cold, aren't they, on your
really
warm
cold,
feet?
Yeah.
Also in Ireland, you could recycling glass and food cans is really easy every time, isn't it?
Bottles, brown and green bottles.
Yeah, I think the Irish get through some bottles, but it seems so they're really easy to recycle. Plastic bottles not so easy, and general rubbish really hard work, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're actually tripping over rubbish.
Tripping over things we're hoping to recycle.
I won't show you the bathroom.
But we're trying our best, and even if we stayed on campsites, they don't always have the facility to get rid of rubbish. On one place we just paid to have a big bag taken away, didn't we?
It's still €5.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah, but also most of the campsites are shut, so you haven't got that option anyway. So we're doing our best, and the rubbish is either in the van or in a bin. We don't do anything else with our rubbish, obviously. But at the moment there's quite a bit of rubbish in the van, because if you're off grid for a while you don't really pass bins. So anyway, we're like, it's 10 to 10. We got up the alarm went off at 6:15. We've driven for about 20 minutes in the middle of that, but I think we're about ready to go walking. Our tip, if you want to come and travel Ireland, do it out of season and then make the most of the weather windows. It's cold,
Yeah, it's cold actually.
but we are here all alone don't think we could have a plan what we're going to film when we go
Or what we were going to
walking.
see.
Or what we're going to see. So we're walking along. Now we like a church, don't we? Neither of us particularly religious people. I was brought up going to Sunday school at Coventry Cathedral, which is a very big church. Whereas this, yeah, St. Key, they think predates the 6th century and is almost certainly the origins of the name Kilkee, the town we're walking to.
Wow.
This, the well in there contains healing properties, we believe. Do you want to use some for your ankle?
I know, I was going to say, I'll get my shoes and socks off.
Nicky's
I'd
got
have
a
to
bit of a
bathe in it though.
Yeah.
It's every bit hurts.
This is Richard, or Dickie Harris. He won the Kilkee Rackets Championship 4 years running from 1948 to 1951. He was also a star of the screen and a famous singer-songwriter. So famous, we haven't heard of him, have we, Nicky? It's the last day of October today. It's starting to get a bit cold for sitting outside having picnics, but luckily, on this day of us sharing our real van life with you, we've got this to cheer us up. So that's how we do van life. If we can, we go out for hours. We've been out just short of 5 hours today, and we've done 12 miles as we stopped for a picnic and we had a saunter around Kilkee. Yeah, lovely little seaside town, very, very close for winter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Couldn't
really
get a post.
close.
We're trying to get a postcard.
Could we?
Sorry kids, we're struggling to find you postcards at the
Did you get
minute.
your Christmas card?
Yeah, a Christmas card you might get. So yeah, so we're back at Nellie, and she's fine, that's good. Never, always worried, but quite confident here because it's quite a public, a lot of people doing the wildland tour, pull in here, take the photos and drive off. So I think with the security measures we've got in place, it would be a brave opportunist thief to even try and get in the van, never mind try and steal the van. So yeah, so we're really happy back in Nellie, aren't we?
Yep.
And now we're steaming up a bit because of all our wet gear, as you've seen. So we're going to lock everything down, demist, and then we're going to drive to Kilkee because we want to empty our bins.
And then we'll look for somewhere to stay then, aren't we? Probably the other side of Kilkee, but we need a signal tonight.
Yeah, so we'd like an internet signal tonight because we're planning.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's us. So that's us from mid-morning, early to mid-morning, to early to late afternoon. And every day we can.
Yeah,
This,
probably 5 days out of 7, I would say.
This is what we do. So, as Nicky said yesterday, when I say a typical day in van life, it's a typical day in our van life.
Yeah.
So we think we found a nice little run for the morning, haven't we?
Yes, yeah.
And Nicky thinks she's found
I think I found a little park up
a little
at
park up.
Doonbeg.
I think we're going to head there and hunker down because we've had the best of the weather so far today. Oh, success by the way, our typical van life day. Bins are emptied, public toilet used, always a victory. Water, we got electric, we got gas.
Yeah.
We're alright, aren't we?
Food.
We got food.
Yeah, we've actually got 6 jammy Dodgers left.
Yeah, we only have one each.
Yeah.
That is rare.
I only allowed you one, didn't I, today?
I only wanted one, to be fair. So we found our spot.
Yeah, it's almost a bit of a
there's
worry when there's
houses there.
And we don't think the house on the right is being used.
No, it looks like it's.
The one up the road is.
Yeah.
Shall we, shan't we?
But we're not doing anything, are we? So hopefully have a run from here in the morning.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got the spirit level now.
Yeah, Nicky's going to see the level. So that's
right front to back. And
the judgment is.
a little bit on your right, on the right.
We're all right. So now one of us has got to jump out of the van in the pouring rain, run round the back.
We know who that is, don't we?
Turn the gas on. I think that's going to be me. So that's us settled in nice and early before 4 o'clock, but it is going to be dark early tonight if the weather's foul. So it's afternoonsies, coffee, and we do like a snack. Nicky said after editing the latest video, we're always eating.
Always.
But we're always doing as well. I don't know. Today that something is what, Nicky? What we got here?
Oh, it's iced fruit dick.
Duck.
Dick.
Duck.
Duck.
It's called iced duck. It's not called dick. You now know why I married this woman. Get your glasses on, Nicky.
No, I took my glasses in as well.
What's the snack called?
It's
What is it called?
It's iced fruit duck. Oh, God.
Now, dick was funny. Duck. Why is it called duck? Anybody who knows their Irish fruit bread.
Terrible. And I take my glasses into the shop to make sure there was no animal
Let us know in the comments. Why is that called duck? It's fruit bread. And it's vegan. So, early evening here, and it's pouring down. And this is an example of if you do decide you want to live in a small van, one of you's got to sit. So I'm sitting because I do all the dirty outdoor jobs. And Nicky is making us something amazing with lentils. Lentil ragu. Got some internet, so we've got next week's video is uploading. I'm just planning, not really planning our videos, I just make sure we know what's on the video. We normally watch somebody on YouTube when we eat our dinner. We watch some van lifers or somebody else on YouTube or something we've downloaded. And I try and get all the footage we take uploaded, transferred onto my storage so that it can be edited sort of real time every day. If we record footage, we'll definitely sit and meditate tonight, won't we? So we didn't this morning. And then hopefully I'll play a bit of ukulele and we'll read our books, and that really is our evening, isn't it, Nicky? Anything to add to that?
No, I think you covered it all.
Nicky's distracted because she's
I know, we should stop talking to me now.
Can't concentrate on cooking a dinner. That will conclude what is for us a sort of typical day in the van, particularly when it rains and it's dark now in the evenings. There's no spilling over into the outside or chilling outside.
And we're trying to get parked up a bit earlier, aren't we?
Yeah, so we're setting an earlier alarm and try and get parked up earlier so we get a bit of chill time and make the most of the daylight. Hang on.
Right, take 4.
Take 4. Right, thank you very much, Nicky, for this amazing meal, which if we have to do any more takes is going to go cold. But before we eat it, we're going to say goodbye for this week and thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of behind the scenes action today.
Yes, yeah, and yeah, if you'd like to subscribe, that'd be lovely. Tell all your friends, ring the notification button, give us a like and leave a comment. That would be great.
Yeah.
And we shall see you next
week.